What's up, y'all? It's Chris here. Welcome to the first post-game breakdown for the Houston Rockets, man. We just came off a loss, but I think we saw a bunch of good things that we should take away. And in my opinion, I don't think this was too discouraging, but I'm going to talk about that in a minute. First, guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I'll have a breakdown of each and every Rockets game this season. So make sure you like this video, share it out to your other Rockets fans. You know, we on our quest for an NBA title. But it's tough out here in the West, so let's go ahead and break this game down. So, hey, I'm a Russ fan, so I was pretty hyped during that game, man. Like, I've been so nervous in a new situation, just that kind of nerve. You don't know what it's going to be like. You know, there's so much uncertainty with, people talk about this combination, between Houston and James and Russ, and just to see what Russ was able to do out there. I mean, everything we thought we were going to see from Russ positively, we saw that. I mean, the transition game was just on point. Like, he was explosive, his pace, like it is something else. I was talking to somebody, like, it is still, even at 30 years old, Russ's energy and pace is just, nobody else can match it. I mean, outside of, Kenny had a good break in our half, outside of Giannis and Ben Simmons, Russ is the most devastating guy, in transition attacking in the NBA. Like, he's the most feared guy attacking the basket. We saw that today. With Houston shooters, when he gets that rebound, he is taking off towards the basket, and it's Tucker in the corner. It's Eric Gordon in the corner. I mean, just great offense. I mean, it happened a bunch of times where he was just finding guys in the pick and roll, too, making Chandler look like Adams out there. Chandler, 40 years old, out there looking like Steven Adams. So it was great to see that. But the first half, it was really the whole team, man. I was just so excited to see Russ play on a team like this, with so many shooters around him. But even when he doesn't have the ball, so many guys are just making plays, creating threes. I mean, I was excited to see it, and I really, we'll get into more of it later, but I think there were a lot of positive signs just in terms of, if you're just looking at this team's still going to be really good. Now, there are really three reasons why the Rockets lost this game, and in no particular order. The Bucks are really good, and Eastern Conference Finals last year, 60 games, league MVP, Giannis, one of the best players in the game. They're really good, and they came in and they were able to win a game on the road. There's nothing, that'll happen. But the two other things were just, in my opinion, Eric Gordon missed a lot of shots tonight that he would normally make. Nothing to be alarmed about, just shots he would normally make. But and then the third would be James Harden. Coming into a new fan base, and I love Harden. Like, I'm not saying anything about him, but this was the first game I was really rooting for him. I got to root for him while he was having one of his bad games. And, every player has bad games, but now I know what it looks like when James Harden is out there struggling. Trust me, as a Russ fan, I know that, these are two guys, when they're struggling, it can look ugly. James is out there. They're playing them such an awkward way, the Bucks do, and it's just so weird. Just coming, he's having a clear lane to attack, and he's not taking it. He's trying to instead get behind the three-point line and force a three-point shot instead of just taking the lane that's giving to him. It's such a weird dynamic going. You're like, James, you're so good at attacking the basket. You're either going to get fouled, you're either going to score, or you're going to find the lob. Just take the path to the basket. Figure it out, But, again, I understand it's a lot more complicated than that. He was getting offensive foul calls on him all night. They were just seemed to really trying to make a point about what Harden was and wasn't going to be able to do in the game. So again, I'm not worried about Harden at all. Like, I actually, even still within that, I think you saw a lot of good things between him and Russ. Obviously, him on the break finding Russ for that dunk. That was the play of the night for me, man. But nothing to worry too much. Nothing to worry about with Harden. But just a poor game from him tonight. And I really feel like if we just had an average game from him, it would have been curtains. Like, it wouldn't even been close. Because really, for most of the game, I thought the Rockets outplayed them. But they made that run and just kind of maintained that. And props to the Bucks. Again, they're a good team. But again, a lot of positive signs from the Rockets. Little context for you guys: Harden was 2 for 13 from the field, 1 of 8 from 3, with 7 turnovers, 14 assists. Again, his playmaking was good, but just really sloppy offense, just ugly at times. Just not the game you would expect from James Harden. Also, Eric Gordon, he was 1 of 8 from 3. 5 of those were just clean, great Eric Gordon looks. And again, he's just going to be better than that. Nothing to freak out there either way. But again, I thought the Rockets really played well. Giannis kind of got going there later in the game. His jump shot was on for most of the night. And again, the Bucks are good, but I think Houston really showed us a lot of things we were looking for. We know that they're going to struggle with size at times, but they're switching. You know, when you got Eric Gordon trying to guard Brook Lopez, that's going to be a problem, you know. When you got, someone trying to guard Giannis, Gordon trying to guard Giannis on the switch, it's going to be a problem. So we know that those are going to be the Rockets' issues when they switch, avoiding some of those tough matchups, making sure we got the proper size and matchups on the floor at all times. But again, I actually come away, I liked what I saw. I know from a Russ fan, I'm looking at it that way, but then also just for the Rockets themselves, like it all seemed to fit and looked exactly how you want it to look. But ultimately, the run at the end of the game, we didn't close it out. I know it's a sour note, but Rockets fans, I would not, freak out too much about anything that just happened. I think we saw a lot of good things. We play again Saturday against the Pelicans. That should be a good chance for us to get a win under our belt, get things going in the right way. Again, I like what I saw. Let me know what you thought about the game. If you thought there were more issues. I saw some people bring up Mike D'Antoni. If you feel like he was the issue, let me know. Again, a lot of you guys have more context on the Houston team and just kind of what the issues are. Again, I think Harden's a great example. I've never been rooting for a Harden game when he struggled like that. So it was like, damn, like Harden didn't go. And like y'all talk to me. What's going on when Harden is, the guys on his behind him, and I know that teams play him awkwardly like that. I understand that, but I feel like he should just he should attack. Like, let me know, what do you guys see when he does just choose to attack there? I feel like he was either gonna get fouled, score, or find somebody. But if that's not what happens, let me know. It just seemed really awkward out there at times, and he was just, one play in particular, I remember he having it clearly and just forced, forced a step back three when they were giving him the lane to drive. So help me out on that. Again, like and subscribe to this channel. This is just 1 of 82, you guys. I think we saw a lot of good stuff from the team. As we make the push to be atop the West. Let's get it going, and thank you guys for watching. All right.